Jack is the boss of the prison, finally released after years of suffering. As the door slowly opens, a sturdy figure of domineering measurement revealed. Look at the aura, must be at least 2 meters 8 height, but in reality, it is a small man. Although Jack is small, he is full of air. Soon, Jack's man Jesse drove up to meet him. Jack's pompous stride. Jesse is also very understanding. He was ready to open the door for Jack right away.
I'm sorry, Carol! You stupid!
Jack had just gotten out of prison and started researching diamond theft when he saw Jesse pull out a gun, went up and slapped him in the face because he didn't want to go back to jail. Looking at the bag in the trunk, Jack came up with a great idea. He hid in the bag, and then he had Jesse take the bag to the jewelry store. Jesse goes to attract the attention of the clerk. He hid in the bag and used his short legs to move quietly. Soon he arrived under the diamond. He then took out the electric drill and successfully stole the diamond. After he finished, he went back to his bag. Unexpectedly, a small dog suddenly came in. Jesse grabbed the bag and was ready to run away. Jack took the opportunity to turn on the flashlight.
Uh-oh.
The sound of the dog barking attracted the attention of the crowd. The store clerk also found the diamonds missing. Jesse rushed to start the car to escape, but the car was spinning in the same place. Jesse got out of the car and realized that the wheels were locked. Just then, the police siren sounded. Jesse picked up Jack and started running away. By the time the police arrived, Jack and the others had already escaped. The enthusiastic grandmother provided the police with clues to the robbers. From the grandmother's description, the robber is a dwarf. At this time, they hid in a supermarket, but soon the police arrived. Jack is afraid that things will be exposed, so he stuffed the diamonds into Nana's bag. After the use of the height of the potential to successfully evade the police chase. At that time, the police caught a suspect, but another police officer took a look and said that the wrong arrest. The reason is also straightforward, because he was a tall man. After Jack and the others escaped arrest, he took Jesse and chased him to Nana's house. After learning that Nana and Marcus wanted a baby, Jack came up with a plan. He decided to dress up as a baby and infiltrate the enemy to get the diamonds back while he could. The man put himself in a dog basket and disguised himself as a baby. Jesse left him on Marcus' doorstep. He then hid behind a bush and watched. At that moment, a big dog happened to pass by. The dog thought the little guy was taking over his dog bed, so he tried to chase him away, but the little guy was too strong. Finally, it gave him a cup of hot tea, and also to swear the territory of sovereignty. As soon as the dog left, Marcus came out. Jack saw this and started pouting. Marcus saw the poor little guy and was ready to take him home. As soon as he picked him up, he was almost smothered by the urine smell. The couple thought the little guy had peed, so they got a diaper. They were about to change the little one. The result was a shock.
Whoa! Whoa!
What is it? Whoa!
Children nowadays are so well developed. Finally, they discuss or think they should call the police first. Jack immediately began to cry on hearing. Then he started to pretend to cough. Marcus decided to take him to the doctor first. The doctor took a lot of effort to take off his shirt. It turned out that the little guy not only had scars on his body, he also had tattoos. During the oral examination, the 4-year-old had the teeth of a 40-year-old, and the cough was probably due to excessive smoking. Finally, the doctor concluded, maybe his original parents were a smoking maniac, which caused him to inhale a lot of secondhand smoke. Everything else was normal. While the couple was discussing what to do, Jack saw Nana's bag. He grabbed it and started to run away, but it happened to run into the arms of the police. At that moment, Marcus came after him. Nana wants to tell the truth.
Mama!
He called me Mama.
The mom he called completely defeated Nana's defenses. The little guy smiled triumphantly. After returning home, the older man was very annoyed with this cheap grandson, so he picked up the older man's favorite cookies, back and forth dawdling.
Daughter! No more my brother. Nobody makes a fool out of me.
A cookie full of flavor was born. The older man took a bite. Well, it really tastes good. Marcus introduced the little guy to his friends, but everyone thought he was too ugly. They had a disgusted look on their faces. This made Jack very unhappy, and then when the man came to say hello, Jack gave him a hard lesson.
Ouch!
He took advantage of the fact that he was a baby, climb on a woman to drink breast milk, but after several attempts, but did not succeed. At this time, they also think the little one may be hungry, ready to give him breast milk. Jack heard a lewd look on his face, but he didn't expect to change to another person.
Oh, drink up, precious.
Ooh, this one's real wriggly, huh?
At the parting, everyone kissed each other goodbye. When it was Jack's turn, he hugged the woman and kissed her wildly. After the end, he gave her a wink. Scared, her eyes wide open instantly. At night, Marcus was about to make out with Nana. Nana saw the little guy's eyes were bigger than a bell. But Marcus didn't care that the baby was too young. And soon, he was on the move. The next day, Nona praised Marcus for the performance he did twice last night. But looking at the little one next to Nana, Marcus had a vague feeling that something was wrong.
Twice.
Then Nana made her father breakfast. Jack's mouth was watering, so he took advantage of the older man's lack of attention. A leap and took a piece of bacon from the plate. Another leap and he took the plate burger. After a few jumps, he only left the older man with an empty plate. That day Marcus was going to take Jack to the park to play. Seeing the bag with the diamonds in the trunk, he immediately cried and asked Marcus for the car keys. And then, when Marcus wasn't looking, he drove away in the car. Marcus thought someone had kidnapped him, immediately stopped a car, but he didn't expect it to be a woman driver. The female driver's driving skills are very scary. Not only answer the phone while driving, and also while driving in makeup. Even took the time to change a diaper for the baby. Looking at the big truck coming at him, Marcus almost scared pants. At that moment, Jack was driving a car wildly, but the next moment, he hit a spike placed by the police. The car instantly lost control, finally hit the barrier and was forced to stop. Jack saw the situation and immediately climbed into the child seat and played innocent. The police arrived thinking that the criminal had escaped. Then Marcus arrived, held Jack and began to comfort. He said that as long as people are okay, it is okay to scrap a car. This made Jack very touched. That day the older man watched the news. He found out that Jack was a wanted criminal, so he gave Jack a toy with a camera. And Nana found the diamonds in the bag. She mistook it for a gift from Marcus. She immediately took Marcus to dinner with her. The couple just walked out of the house. The old man threw Jack to the ground. Jack saw the identity of the exposed and not pretend directly with the older man to fight up. The two of them fought until Marcus came back. They saw that the older man was going to choke the little guy to death. They immediately went to stop him and decided to put the older man in a nursing home. That day Marcus saw the teddy bear and looking at the video inside, finally the truth is known. But by now, Jack had already escaped. In the car, he heard from Jesse that another gang was going to rob Marcus' house for the diamonds. This made him very worried, so he lost Jesse and turned around and drove back. By now, Marcus was under the control of the enemy. Jack's sudden appearance confuses them all. The big guy took Jack upstairs. He also kindly prepared toys for him. Then he turned off the lights and was about to leave. He turned on the light and found nothing. Jack was lying there sleeping with an innocent look on his face.
Click.
Another man came up to check on him. When he saw the little guy, he didn't give him a second thought. And then he pulled out a stick, a speeding sprint. Just knock him downstairs. The two beaten people found Jack again, ready to join forces. They really underestimated Jack. At this time, the boss also rushed over and told Jack to drop the plane in his hand. As a result, Jack dropped the plane and hit the enemy right in the heart. At this time, the police had also just arrived. In order to conceal Jack's identity, Marcus said it was his son, and finally, let Jack return the diamond. This is the end of the story. Please subscribe. See you in the next issue.
Gerald!
It's bath time!